Hey viewers, welcome to the first deck talk, where I will be showing you my decks in Standard and TCG/Commander. In my first video, I'll be showing you my Proc deck, including the colors green, white, and blue, which consists of half lands and mostly creatures. This Proc deck revolves around the mechanic Cloudshift gives. The mechanic? It allows me to exile creatures I control and then return them to the battlefield. First off, Thragtusk. A very nice card from M13. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 5 life, and when it leaves, I get a 3/3 beast token. And Cloudshift will take it from the battlefield and put it back, giving me the 5 life and the 3/3 green beast token for just 1 mana. Next, Conjurer's Closet. During my end step, it basically allows me to play a Cloudshift, but instead, the exiling comes from the closet. Geisthonored Monk. It's a vigilance creature, which means it doesn't have to tap to attack. And its power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control. Of course, that's not the best part. When it enters the battlefield, I get 2 1/1 spirit tokens with flying. And with a couple of Cloudshifts, I'll end up with an army. And a pretty big monk. Next, Deadeye Navigator. It's a soul bond, so when it enters the battlefield, I can choose a creature, and they're considered soul bond. Both of those, because of Deadeye Navigator, will then have the ability, which allows me to pay 1 and 1 blue to exile the creature and return it to the battlefield, just like a Cloudshift. Next, 2 Gold Knight Redeemers. It's a 4/4 flying for 6. Of course, in a Proc deck, you'll need more than that. So, when it enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life for each creature I control, which a Cloudshift will do very nicely with this card. Next off, a Vorseclaw. One of those. It's a 7/7 beast for 6 mana. Good trade, I think. Just for those nifty blockings and the occasional big swing. Next, Borderland Ranger. When it enters the battlefield, I get a land, any basic land from my deck, into my hand. This is a nifty card, and it procs. Along with a couple Cloudshifts, I'll get ahead. Garruk's Pack Leader. Very nice card. Whenever a creature with power 3 or greater enters my battlefield, I get to draw a card. Species Gorger. It's a 6/6 for 5, but that's not the best part. At the beginning of my upkeep, I get a card from my field to my hand. Roaring Primodox. It's a 4/4 beast for 4, and it does the same as the Species Gorger. Lair Delve. When I play it, I can look at the top 2 cards of my library. I can reveal them and put all creature and land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into the bottom of my library in any order. As long as I don't come across a Cloudshift, the only thing I'll find are creatures and lands. Next off, Nephalia Smuggler. For 4 and a tap, I can exile a creature I control and then return it. Mistdraven. When it enters, I can return a creature anyone controls to their hands. A Vengeful Scab. A 4/5 for 6. But when it attacks, I get a card from my field to my hand. Tell me what you think, and post your ideas for proc decks on my page. Building a proc deck? You want to get one of those fancy planeswalkers? I suggest Garruk, Caller of the Beasts. All of his abilities revolve around creatures, and being M14, he'll still be in Standard for another year.